morning, everyone, and welcome to CVHP News. It's Thursday, January 9th. I'm Sonora Scott. Today is Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. We'd like to wish all law enforcement officers well, and we hope you have a wonderful day. We appreciate all you do. Now, let's take a look at your news around town. Around 15 San Angelo police officers and city marshals were in about a 2-hour standoff with the San Angelo man yesterday. Police say 41-year-old Andres Rodriguez is a wanted felon, and the marshals were first on scene to arrest him for a warrant. That warrant for failure to register as a sex offender. Officials noticed Rodriguez had weapons and was inside a home in the 100 block of West 11th Street. He did not respond to negotiations and came out of the front door. Police fired less than lethal beanbag rounds, but that didn't end the standoff either. After about 2 hours, Rodriguez did surrender and no one was injured. Well, a new law is in effect that would aim to help victims of sexual assault on university campuses in Texas. Our Amanda Lozana has the details.
We hope that the attention that these new laws are getting will increase reporting so that we can put a stop to any kind of issues that are happening on our campus.
Senate Bill 212 went into effect January 1st. The new law is increasing reporting requirements of sexual misconduct at Texas universities.
The law reads that all employees of public and private institutions are obligated to report sexual harassment, sexual assault, dating violence, and stalking to the Title IX coordinator.
University employees who fail to report incidents of sexual misconduct can now face criminal charges.
Failure to report shall result in termination, and it creates a criminal misdemeanor for employees who fail to do that.
Michelle Boone, Director of Title IX Compliance at Angelo State University, says the requirements have been a part of ASU's policy for years.
We do cover all employees, and really this has been part of our policy for years now here at ASU.
According to Boone, those with designated confidentiality, such as counselors, medical personnel, or clergy, are exceptions to the law. Universities that are not compliant with the law must be reported to lawmakers and could face fines of up to $2 million. Boone says Texas is the first state to place these requirements and potential fines on universities, and that the new law is setting an example for institutions across the country.
Us coming together and saying, hey, this is a big deal. We need to know about these issues. We want to address these issues. We want to help students. We want to get it right, is setting a great example.
For News Connection, I'm Amanda Lozano.
Great information. Thanks, Amanda. And you may notice construction along Veterans Drive. Our Victor Glenn tells us what's going on in today's Our Water.
The project is a sewer rehabilitation project, including sewer lines and manholes, primarily focused on the Central High School area, as well as along West Harris, and a little bit out in the Bentonwood area.
The total length being replaced is approximately 1,700 feet of 18-inch sewer line and 2,000 feet of 12-inch sewer line. The existing sewer lines are aged clay and cast iron pipe.
And we're relining them, doing a cured-in-place pipe process with a company called In Situ Form, and that's going to basically give us a new sewer line inside the existing sewer line.
For that project, Veterans Memorial Drive from West Beauregard Avenue to West 1st Street will be closed for utility work. The road closure and Harris Avenue pedestrian detour will be from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. for several nights.
So this type of construction is a preventative measure, so that way we can get into these old sewer lines before problems occur, and we know they're problem areas, and we can address them by using this innovative construction method, again, with the least disturbances possible, and improve our sewer system without having circumstances happen similar to that sewer collapse that happened under the loop.
For more Our Water stories, visit ConchoValleyHomepage.com/water.
Thanks, Victor. Now let's check in with Jay Martin, who's got a look at the weather. Good morning, Jay.
Well, this morning, a nice start to the day. We saw some 50s actually and some 60s as well. So it is going to be a warm Thursday, continue into the rest of our day. 75 for highs for a lot of us. So it is going to be a nice sunny and warm day out there. And we're going to continue to see the warm air into the evening, getting back into those 50s as well. We'll see 1 or 2 degrees, a little bit cooler on Friday, but still in those 70s. So a nice warm end to the week before that cold front comes through. It is going to give us cooler temperatures in the beginning. We're going to get back into those 30s. Then we're going to see our highs back into the upper 50s and some low 60s coming back. But Saturday is the only day that we're seeing this cold air. Short-lived. We're going to be getting back into the upper 60s by Sunday. Then we're getting into the 70s again. So if you like the warm temperatures, the next couple of days, except for Saturday, is going to be great for you. So it is going to be a nice warm January coming up.
Thanks, Jay. And we are back with a special guest.
Hello.
You know him, you love him, Mason Matthews.
Hi.
From the fire department.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Now, y'all are actually in your recruiting season,
We are,
right?
we
Y'all
are.
need some folks.
We are. We just announced that we're hiring.
Yes.
So that's what I'm here to talk about is tell you that San Angelo Fire Department's a great place to work. And so I guess I kind of serve as a recruiter for the fire department. So my job's to go out and make people excited about wanting to be a firefighter. So.
Well, yeah, you obviously love it. I mean, you're very
I
passionate
do.
about it. You're involved in a
So
lot.
I just celebrated my 11-year anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool. January 5th. So it is. I love my job. Obviously, I'm lucky enough to get paid to do it. And I want to take that to other people and basically try to show them what a great profession this is and what a great city this is to do that profession in.
Perfect. So you are, say somebody comes up to you
Mm-hmm.
and they say, hey, why should I work for the fire department? What do you tell them?
So to say that it is the most rewarding job I think on earth would be a vast understatement. It can be tough. Obviously, it's a physical job. It can be tough physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. But it can't be too tough. They hired me. I guess I'm probably not that tough. But it is, it's something different every day. I think that's probably my favorite thing about the job is there is routine, but even the routine's not the routine. And I can't imagine being in a position where I don't get to go see something different every time, and that's what 911 is. So yeah, I love it. I do.
So what's the type of person, driven, obviously?
Driven, and like I said, you do need to be tough. We do see some tough things. 911 is not just getting cats out of trees.
Yeah.
Although that does happen. But it's a lot of stuff. Obviously here in San Angelo, if you work for the San Angelo Fire Department, you have to be a firefighter and a paramedic. Mm-hmm. So we're doing, so basically all of EMS for Tom Green County is run by the San Angelo Fire Department, and then fires covers just the city of San Angelo. So it is as much medical as it is fire. But as far as what kind of person, anyone. You gotta come and you gotta apply just to even find out if that's what you want to do. One of the new things I am doing is I am providing like tours. So if you want to, you can come down to Central Fire Department, Central Fire Station, and basically get a hold of me. I will give you a tour of Central Fire Station. I'll talk to you about the entire process, what we do on a day-to-day basis, so you kind of get to see, is this something that I would be interested in? But you can do that just by calling the fire department and asking for me.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah. Now we're talking about, tough folks. Mm-hmm. It's not just the men. The women are pretty tough too. This is open to women, right?
Yes, ma'am. So we have one female at San Angelo Fire Department, and we want more. So it is. There is no. I think there is kind of that misconception that it's kind of like like a dude's job, and that is not correct at all. Anyone can apply. The great thing is you don't have to have anything to apply. You don't have to have any fire EMS experience to apply. All you have to do is be at least 18 and have your high school diploma or GED, and you can't be older than 35. But we will train you. We hire you, we put you all the way through school. We train you to be a firefighter, certified firefighter here in the state of Texas. Yeah. We enroll you into Howard, and you go through a paramedic program out there. And you're getting paid the entire time, so you don't have to have anything to apply.
Wow! So you're basically getting paid to learn.
You are. That's exactly what you're going to go to school for. It's about 18 months, and that's only because the Howard does their paramedic program in semesters. But it's about 18 months, and you get paid the whole time. So I mean, from day one, we offer you a job first, and then we train you, and you get paid the whole time.
Wow! So, that doesn't sound like a bad deal.
Not at all. Yeah. So the test is February 1st. Saturday. The last time. The application deadline is January 24th. Okay. You can go onto the city's website, follow to the fire department, and click. You can download the application on there, or you can go to second floor of City Hall to Human Resources and just tell them I would like an application for San Angelo Fire Department. Yeah. But just make sure you get it turned in by January 24th to test on February 1st.
Gotcha. So there's still plenty of time to come and visit you, go on the tour.
So any of you just have questions, if you want to know more about the process, that kind of wasn't an option while I was trying to get on the fire department. So that's one of the things I really like to do now. Call the fire department. It's 325-657-4355. That's the administrative offices of San Angelo Fire Department, and literally just ask for Mason Matthews, and they will get you to me. I can tell you everything what you need to know about the application, about the entire hiring process. I'll invite you down to Central, and you can get on a truck. You can look at all the stuff. You can put your hands on stuff. So we've never really done that before. That's kind of a new thing, but kind of like a try before you buy type deal. But we do. We want you to come see what the job's all about before you apply, see if it's really something that you're interested in.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
Yeah.
So I mean, lots of time to go check it out and really get a feel for it before you go through everything.
Yes, and it is kind of a long process. The hiring process takes several months. But we're hiring you to do a big job. There's a lot of responsibility with being public safety. Here in San Angelo, especially a fireman and a paramedic. But it is a long process, and it can be. I think sometimes some people get kind of, oh man, it's kind of a long deal. It's there for a reason. And when you get to the end, you totally understand. Wow, this is why they were picky, and this is why. But it's you can't do anything without putting your name in the hat, and you got to come put an application in to even start the process. So.
Well, they say the best things take time, right?
Absolutely.
So it's going to be worth it.
That's I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah,
I think that's right.
you've been around for 11 years.
I have a while, over a decade. Wow, I love it. It goes really fast. I love it.
Yeah,
it's a really good job. Yep.
That's awesome. So do you want to share any, you talked about it being just a really rewarding experience. What are some of those times where, it does click and you're like, oh, wow.
I think the enormity of that you are 911. So your whole life you think, if things get really bad, we'll just call 911. Well, now you're 911.
Yeah.
And then you show up and there's no 911 to call because you're it. And sometimes, at first, the first part of my career, it kind of freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I love it. Now I embrace that. I love that I'm the one being called on someone's possibly worst day of their life. And you walk in and you've got this plan and you've got this calm and you say, hey, here's what we're going to do. And you make a decision and you get to do it. And it is, again, that's a lot of responsibility. But I love it. I love it. And I think the way that our system's set up is by the time you're done through training and you walk out on day one, you hit what we call hit the floor and you go on to shift, you're ready. And I was ready. I love it. And I love it every day. It never gets old to me. It never gets, oh man, nothing's routine. You may go first run of the day, we may go someone who's fallen outside when they went out to get the paper and, hurt their hip. And the next call's we're delivering a baby. And the next call is, just helping somebody up off the floor. I mean, it's just, it's always something. And I love it.
Definitely high.
It is.
Just highs and lows.
There's
I'm
lots
sure.
of ups and downs. There is. But it makes for there's no dull moments. It's and we do it as a team aspect. I think that's the other thing that is my most favorite is, obviously we work on holidays and things like that. We're at the station for 24 hours. So we do Christmas up there. We do Thanksgiving up there. The only difference is the bells may go off and we may have to leave, So, but it is, it's a team mentality. Everything is done as a cohesive, unit. And,
it's like a secondary family.
It absolutely is. We are as much a family as we are, just a work unit. Well,
perfect. So much great information. Yes. Let's go over it again. Where they go, the dates,
absolutely.
all that.
So the deadline for application is January 24th. You can either download that off the city's website and just follow it to the fire department, and there is a place to download the application, or you can just go to the second floor of City Hall to Human Resources and tell them that you want to apply for San Angelo Fire Department. But you got to have the application in by Friday, January 24th, and then the test will be Saturday, February 1st.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about what is on the test.
Yes.
What are they, should they be nervous?
So we are a civil service entity. So, when you, the test that I'm talking about, the entrance exam is a civil service test. You do not have to know anything about fire and EMS to take that test. It's a general aptitude test. So there's some general math, there's some reading comprehension, things like that. I think a lot of people get freaked out about that test. I took it twice. It took me 2 times. 2 hiring process to get on, and the first time I took it, I didn't do really well. Second time I took it, I did really well. So, and I think it's just a matter of, it's nerve-wracking. It is a time test, but don't be, don't be discouraged by that. Don't be, just relax, go in there. You are going, you've come this far, and hopefully it's the start of a really long journey that's you being a firefighter paramedic. So, but just relax. It's not that bad. No, it's not that bad. So.
Well,
Anyway.
good advice. Yeah. So, I mean, just kind of general stuff that we do every day anyway. You know, right? Some general math, some general.
It is some general stuff, and that's like I said, the only education you need prior is to have your high school diploma or your GED, and you just can't be under 18 when you get hired. So if you're 17 and you're thinking, you know, you're turning 18 in the next 3, 4, 5 months, don't be turned up. That's not a no for you. That's wow, I'll be 18 by the time they're ready to hire me. You need to go ahead and put an application in. If you're even thinking you might want to, you need to put an application in. Don't wait.
And that's you brought up a great point, you know, because maybe college isn't the way for everybody. You know,
it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. I started out, I went and I played sports in college because that's just what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I got halfway through it, and I met a few firemen and saw what they did every day, and it was over for me. It was over for me. I mean, my decision was made, and I've never gone back. And it's not there. There's not. It is a calling. I mean, there's a lot of people that come to us and apply, and they know they want to serve in some aspect. They're just not sure which way. Always are great, but obviously we want them at the fire department too. Always looking for good people.
So again, good people. Anybody, male, female, maybe veterans if they've
absolutely. You know, you do veterans. You do get points on your civil service exam. So we are honoring your service and telling you thank you for your service, and you are going to get. I believe it's 5 extra points on your civil service exam. But yes, there is no. We want men. We want women. We want veterans. We want in college, out of college, out of high school. It does not matter. We want you. If this is what you want to do, we want you to apply. So, yep.
Well, thank you so much, Mason, for coming by
and
and just giving us all the great information.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yes,
appreciate it.
Of course. And thank you for joining us for CVHP News. Don't forget to follow us on social media and download our free app. All you got to do is search Concho Valley Homepage in your app store. That's all for right now, but hey, we're going to see you right back here tomorrow morning. Have a great day, everybody.